What's good? How's everybody doing today? It's your boy Zay here with another episode of the Pencil Pushers Project, episode 18. We're already 18 episodes in, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm here joined with the cool guy named Jay. Jay, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm really sleepy, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm tired myself. Before we get into it, we want to thank those of you who are tuning in. We appreciate your support. And if you are listening for the first time, this is a podcast where we typically discuss music, current events, sports, social climate, so on and so forth.
Our lives.
Our lives.
Anything you can think of, we talk about it.
Your lives too, nigga. We found out who you are.
Yeah.
So how was your trip, man?
I should have stayed home.
Should have stayed home, huh?
I should have stayed home.
That's how it be sometimes, man. That's how it be.
I mean, whatever. I'm back. It's always good to spend time with your family, but yeah, that one, I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about my family. I learned a lot about.
Which I have an intervention. I learned a lot about my family.
I think I just had a come to Jesus moment. I think.
Yeah. What's the shot clock for like visiting your people? Like a week, and you'd be like, all right, it's time to
shot clock for visiting.
Yeah, like when you be like, all right, it's time for me to.
It depends on what you're there for. I think it depends on the situation. If you're just there just to randomly visit, week max.
Mm-hmm.
If you're there on like some super serious shit, take as much time as you need.
That's true.
But if you're there because you just ain't got nowhere else to go, you got a job, you got 2 months, nigga. You got 2 to 3 months to get your shit together.
Nah, I feel you. Well, I feel like if I'm visiting like on my own accord, usually like a week. A week is about the max where I'm about kind of tapped out. But if I'm like tagging along to somewhere I really didn't want to go, it's like 48 hours. And I'm like, all right, man, this good thing I drove my own car. Then I could just
yeah, for real. Yeah. I didn't drive, so I mean it's whatever though. Shout out to my family. I had no ill will towards them.
Yeah, well, shout out to your family.
So I got a question.
What's up?
I've been wanting to ask you this since I woke up this morning. That came out really weird, but it's serious. It's true.
What's up, man?
I saved this question just for this moment. Have you ever slept in a really uncomfortable position to satisfy the girl next to you? Like she's comfortable and she wants to cuddle, but you're not really comfortable, so you kind of sacrifice your body just so she can get some sleep, and she sleeps really well, and then she's like, "Oh, I slept well," and you're like,
You ever seen your arm turn blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Well,
you try to.
Are we? Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
Like you try to rest your arm underneath that pillow where she laying her head on your arm. Next thing you know, you got to get amputated.
You ever like turn to the side and like try to hold her, but then she laying on top of your arm, or you laying on your shoulders like all stupid and shit?
You know what's funny about cuddling? That shit's like swaggy for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and then y'all turn over and be like, all right,
yeah, man. Cuddling is the most overrated shit.
It looks good in like the memes on social media, but like after like 10 minutes, you be like, all right, man, get off me.
See, cuddling is really good on like the couch. On the couch because you can both get settled.
Mm-hmm.
But on the bed, unless you got those pillows that are like the stand up ones where you can put your back on it and all that,
it gets a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. So.
And then, like, I'm a wild sleeper, and I allegedly beat my girlfriend up whenever. So she's like, "Yeah, you been elbowing me all night, nigga." Yeah, I be waking up refreshed and rejuvenated, and then she be all with an attitude. I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" She's like, "Nigga, you elbowed me like for the last 30 minutes." I'm like, "Oh shit, I didn't even." So, I would say it's probably more uncomfortable for her, but now I tend to sleep kind of wild, man. So I'm. When I get, by the time I wake up, I feel like I'm in a completely different area. If I'm sleeping with her, like we start like in the center of the bed, and then like she's like on the edge of the bed, basically about to fall off. So I do kind of hog up the space a little bit, but it's it do get uncomfortable, but I guess I'm kind of a bully, kind of a bedroom bully.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I actually do really enjoy cuddling, but
I do too.
I've definitely made a couple sacrifices where I sacrificed my comfort for the comfort of the person next to me.
Listen, man, that's what
I just be like, God damn. And you be trying to like move all slick and shit, but it don't really work.
See, those are the stories they don't tell about, being a good man.
Yeah,
really having to sacrifice your comfort. And
hell no, nobody ever want to talk about that.
You ever had like a head just like resting on your lung? You trying to breathe? You trying to be cool,
or the whole body,
but your heart rate going up a little bit.
Somebody put their whole body on your ass. You just be like, oh,
you know what I mean? It's like, all right, I'm deep breath. But nah, man.
It's the little shit.
It's the little shit, man. But
that Ty Dolla $ign song "Credit" is like that's like the man anthem. I don't care what nobody.
Listen, man, being a man is tough, man. Where can a man lay his burdens, man?
On the podcast.
Yeah. Until your girl hear the episode.
I know, right? Until that shit, that's what you think about color.
Until the episode's published. Until it go up. It's like, oh, that's really
you don't ever got to worry about holding me again.
Yeah, you get that text message. Really? It's like, oh, I guess you're at minute 41, huh?
You made it to that part.
I guess you got there, huh? I guess
a minute 41.
Hey, man, appreciate your support. Appreciate you.
Not even an hour. Hey. So the first 2 minutes. Oh, I see what was on your mind all day.
Really, nigga? Oh, kind of. Oh man.
Anyway, where were we at?
we wasn't nowhere. Bro.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. You ready to get into this thing, man?
Yeah, let's get started. Where you want to start?
All right, so I'm actually kind of happy we kind of joked a little bit because we about to get kind of serious, a little bit. Let's get into the latest on Naya Rivera, and for those of you who don't know, Naya Rivera formerly was on Glee, the television show Glee. She has been presumed dead. Her and her son were out at the lake and enjoying their time together, and they've been searching for about a day now. As of today, probably about a day or two, and she's been presumed dead. So it's just a very, very tough situation. I know a lot of her former castmates, people who friends, family, and stuff like that have spoken out on social media just about the horrific situation, because it is truly that. Imagine being I just feel for her son, really. Just being in that situation and your mother's not there, the one who's the one person you could really rely on to be there for you, and she's it's a good possibility that she may not be there anymore. So what are your thoughts on the situation?
That shit is kind of scary, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping she's not dead. I'm hoping maybe she is washed up on an island in the middle of nowhere or something. But
yeah, man,
it's not looking too good right now.
It's not. It kind of brought me back. It's not the exact same situation, but the wrestler about a month ago, him and his son went to the beach, and he had the lifeguards basically save his son, and he got washed out. Got caught in like a rip current, and he ended up passing away. So it's stuff like that where it's just a very, very sad situation. And I guess the only reason we really wanted to bring it up is it's just something that as people are trying to, especially now, with trying to get out into the world and re-establish some form of a life that you can enjoy. There's still these type of things that could happen, and these type of things that could transpire on top of everything that's going on right now. So, very, very, very sad story.
Yeah, I feel really bad for the son.
Absolutely.
That's insane. Like, especially if it turns out they never do find her, and he grows up knowing like his mom went missing during a lake visit. Like,
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. And I think her mother and her brother were out at the lake.
I think I saw something that her whole family went out there.
Yeah.
Or something.
And just, prayers to the family for sure. Prayers to her friends. And we'll keep praying. If nothing else, if it does come out that the worst scenario is that she did pass away and drown, at least hopefully they do find her body to provide some form of closure for the situation.
Yeah.
But just very, 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 very sad, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping they find out what's going on with that, because that's some pretty crazy shit. I don't know. That's a crazy ass situation when you really think about it. I don't really want to give my personal thoughts on what's going on because I may say something that everybody may not agree with, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut on that one.
Yeah, I just think, right now, we don't even have anything confirmed yet, really.
Exactly.
So, like I said, I really am just, praying for the family. And as more information comes out, I guess we could speak to that once it unfolds. But I don't, like yourself, I don't really want to speak anything out there when they haven't completely confirmed her situation as of yet. But it's still terrible nonetheless. And once again, prayers to her family, prayers to her, if she is still out there. And just like I said, she was young lady,
Yeah, I think the fact that they found a life vest on the boat from her, but apparently the son still had the life vest on, and he climbed out the water himself. Like,
yeah, just
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. So, like I said,
that's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. So, well, we will await, and as more information comes out, obviously you guys will be privy to it, and we may chime in on it on a later episode. But that's really all we had on it. Do you want to get into?
Well, while we're on serious topics, might as well jump into Roger Stone. In case y'all are wondering who Roger Stone is and why this matters, well, I'm here to tell you here, folks, who Roger Stone is and why it matters.
Jesus Christ.
All right, man. Long story short, back in 2016 when Trump got elected, Roger Stone was one of the people who was convicted under the investigation completed during the Mueller report or something like that. They sentenced him to 40 years with like 6 felonies or something. I know one of them was lying to Congress during trial. Another one was something that I don't remember. But basically, long story short, the president commuted his sentence, and everyone in Congress had a problem with it. Even Anthony Barr had a problem with it. And I don't know, y'all may not know who Anthony Barr is, but that's the Attorney General. And he's been on Trump's side since ever. And even he had a problem with it.
Yeah.
So if he had a problem with it, that should tell you something. So this man basically curtailed a 40-year sentence, which is kind of crazy because he fucked with a guy. And that's kind of where we are in America.
I mean, to me, it's just another example of abusing power.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's clear. That's
simple,
clear abuse of power,
simple as that. It's not really anything. That's what's crazy about some of these stories. Is like it's not even really that intricate about it. It's just it's kind of cut and dry abuse of power, and definitely sets a bad precedent. Nothing that the average individual, you and I, would be fortunate enough to receive for those types of crimes.
We ain't getting pardoned.
Definitely not. So, but I do think it's important that we kind of tapped into it a little bit, and I will just say this. That's why this coming election is super duper important.
Hella important.
Just for things like this. It's more than just like policies. Don't get me wrong. Policies are definitely important, and it's definitely I do think a huge reason why you would want to vote for a particular candidate. But even beyond that, we have a sample size of this man and how he runs the country and how he uses his power. As far as like the tweets and shit like that, I don't really get as outraged as a lot of people, because I see Donald Trump as a mascot more so than an individual. He's just a mascot. So I don't really get attached to him.
A mascot for what?
Just a mascot to people who feel and think like him. I mean, people who he's not getting supported by accident. There's a lot of people who will turn a blind eye to things like this because of their undying love and support for him. And other candidates or other individuals will get their feet called to the fire for wearing a tan suit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just to me it's just very, it speaks, of course it speaks volumes, and like I said, it's just cut and dry abuse of power. So anything you want to add to that, or just
I mean, I think we've seen Trump use his political powers enough. We found out about, it's funny. Fun fact, folks. As much as y'all think, I know I always don't got to bring up the politics and all that, but honest to God, I never follow politics till Trump got in office. Because honestly, it's just really interesting. I can't even lie.
I mean, you kind of on par. I don't want to divulge your. I mean, you're what, mid-20s?
Yeah.
So I mean, to be honest,
it's 25, mid-20s. Like
middle 20 and 30.
Mid 20. Damn.
I know. It hurts. It hurts.
Oh, jeez.
But it's when he got elected. What were you, like 21?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's about the time where, I mean, we 18's when we vote. Or when we're able to vote.
There's niggas older than us who don't pay attention to politics.
No, but what I'm saying is, I don't think that's a bad thing when you say it like that.
Oh, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wasn't saying it bad. Like, I just know I be coming on the podcast sometime, and I'd be bringing in the political shit. But I mean, I just like.
Well, I honestly, I think that is more of a shift in people taking politics a little bit more seriously.
True.
And it's more so than just, you got young people, you got older people, and just, it is something that I think people as a whole have been more connected to, especially now more than ever. And people who have believed our country to be one way, and they thought that Obama was like a huge leap forward. And you really didn't see it. Like, honestly, at that time, you didn't, in the mainstream media, you didn't see. I mean, obviously, you had people who were against Obama, but
yeah,
and the mainstream media adored him and his family, and didn't really wasn't really a lot of questioning of his policies and the moves that he made.
Right.
Where Donald Trump is like a 180.
Everything.
The second he got into office, he was executive order.
He was running.
Right. Yeah. So he ran for president, and then he ran into office, and he started running that pen across the paper and signing off on every.
No time.
You feel what I'm saying? So
that shit was crazy. He got elected when I was on deployment.
Yeah, man. So it's a different time now, to where people's antennas are up. You feel what I'm saying? So
but yeah, I don't know. Based off his history, I mean, we already know he got Ukraine to spy on the Bidens, all types of shit. So something like this doesn't surprise me, but I do think it sets a dangerous precedent.
The nigga bold.
Who?
Say he bold.
Yeah. To go against your AG and pretty much everyone in Congress who are, like, literally, you got Republicans who have been riding with this man who said, "Nah, we didn't even agree with this one." Like,
that's the ego talking. That's basically what that was. the, putting his nuts on the table. So yeah, I'm gonna make this move, and I don't care who got anything to say about it.
This is like when he gave Bill O'Reilly the presidential. What did he get to do? Fuck, the Medal of Honor.
Oh, he did that?
Was it Rush Limbaugh? Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, okay.
When he gave Rush Limbaugh that shit was like, the fuck, nigga? Like, what did this dude do?
Exactly. But this
you gave this man, you just memorialize. You put this man in the same hall as Martin Luther King just now.
Exactly.
That was crazy. Anyway, yeah, this doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know. I don't really got much to say about it. We see the political circuits every day, and if you got the CNN app, you definitely see it every day because that's literally all they talk about on the CNN app.
Same book, different chapter.
Yeah,
essentially.
This election gonna be crazy though.
Yeah, I
wonder how many people gonna get hacked. It's gonna be wild. This is gonna be a wild one.
It's gonna be all types of shit going on, man. But,
if Trump gets reelected, that would be insane.
Do you think he'll get reelected? I personally think he will.
I can see it. As I know everybody like, I don't know how Trump could come back from this, but hey, look, what people got to remember is that almost 70 to 75% of voters are middle-aged white people.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them are conservative because most people don't vote. So, yeah, if he goes back in that office, I really wouldn't be that surprised.
I think he will. To be honest, like I said, I feel like, people say the lesser of two evils between him and Joe Biden. But if people really stood on the stand and was honest and didn't just refer to social media as a reference point, there are a lot of people who believe Donald Trump is the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a reality. That is people look at voting and they don't look at it from the perspective of people underestimate how many people support Trump. People underestimate how many black people support Trump.
Yeah. That's a big one.
That's what people really underestimate.
That's a big one. And
I've seen there's a couple of cats that I've seen YouTube videos, and of course, you got your Candace Owens of the world, you got your what's the cop dude, Brandon Tatums of the world, you got Hodge twins, and they speak to an audience of people. Yeah, there's a lot of black people who tap into that, and who, they're not gonna speak on it publicly because of the coon and all this other stuff like that, because they rather not deal with it. But I mean, that's a reality that I think people, some people understand it. Most people are just not ready to swallow that pill. That it's a lot of people, because when you get in that ballot box and you're just by yourself and you don't have the social media pressure, that's what I feel like happened with the previous election. Excuse me. When everyone was like, I'm with her. Every time I looked on social media, I'm with her. Mm-hmm. Every Twitter post, and then niggas got in that ballot box and was like, the energy was probably different.
Yeah, and I think niggas tend to forget that
people lie on social media all the time.
Exactly.
people.
I guarantee you, majority of people that vote aren't on social media.
Exactly. That's the other part.
I guarantee it.
They either on social media, or they're either on social media lying because people lie on social media, or they aren't actively involved. Most people who are actively involved, I feel like, are the more extreme conservative or extreme leftists, where you have more people who are more in the center, or more people who are just less extreme.
Yeah,
they don't really participate in social media that much because they don't feel like that's a true barometer of anything.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, it isn't. You can't. It's easy to like think the whole world is going one way when it's in your pocket and you're looking at it. But I guarantee you, if you walk down that street and ask 10 people who they fuck with, you'll be surprised.
There's a reason that words like virtue signaling and grandstanding exist.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. Make sure y'all go vote.
Absolutely.
Please.
Absolutely.
Use this as your voting message.
Absolutely. All right, so
All right, man.
enough serious stuff.
I know. Fuck all this serious shit.
All right, so
When you taking that Wayfair furniture back?
listen,
Wait,
man,
what do you want to do? Where are you about to get into?
that's still kind of serious, but fuck it, we could do that. We could do Wayfair, charging
man.
15.
I fuck with Wayfair.
15
What the hell is going on, right?
$15K for the cabinets. So all right, sorry guys. For you guys who aren't aware, this is for a disclaimer, if you will. This is a theory that has not been confirmed, but there are a lot of questions being asked in regards to Wayfair. So there is a human trafficking conspiracy, and it's kind of started on Reddit. And basically, someone from Reddit, they were sharing screenshots of some storage cabinets that were like
expensive as fuck.
$15,000.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was like, is this like just some expensive ass cabinets, or is there something a little bit more here? Again, no solid evidence, of course, but there were other items on the site that were just like astronomically high, just astronomically, you know, you got a shower curtain that's like $1,000.
Wait, there was a shower curtain that was $1,000 for real,
bro. It's
what?
It's like products on there. Like I said, it's products on there that are just wildly overpriced, and you know, there's the connection that a lot of these products are basically being used to help, or not help, but to in involvement with human trafficking, sex trafficking, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And what I will say to that, for you listeners out here, is again, while these are theories, just look into Wayfair Gate and just ask some questions, man. Ask some questions, because this does. I was intrigued by it enough to, you know, mention it on the podcast here.
Are you going to buy furniture from Wayfair?
No, I can't afford them apparently. So,
hey, look. Either way, Wayfair egregious regardless. Whether it's for human trafficking or those cabinets really just cost that goddamn much,
bro.
Y'all, they fucked up either way.
Listen, bro. It's a fireproof cabinet right here. It says, it's on sale. It was $9,000. Now it's $5,600. And
hey, man, none of that shit, and that shit don't even look that good.
Yeah, like some shit at like Big Lots.
That's why I'm like, they wrong either way.
Yeah.
If it's actually priced that way,
at the very least, it's just overpriced gibberish.
If y'all trafficking, y'all wrong. It doesn't matter, y'all wrong.
But then some of the other connections they were making was like when you have the product shows the city. So one of the cities, Walnut Creek, California, this city was tied to a human trafficking and child pornography sting as well. So it's just people that are connecting.
People are digging.
Yeah, so it's like,
oof.
You know, it's crazy. You know, sometimes shit sound crazy till it don't.
Hey, Wayfair, y'all better put out an unboxing video ASAP.
So Wayfair has Wayfair, which is, you know, this is a serious allegation. It was enough for them to respond, and of course they denied the allegations.
Right.
But I don't know if their denial was really that strong enough to where
I think
I'd be at Reddit talking about I would be at Reddit's team saying, yo, this shit gotta go. Y'all gotta get this shit off of here.
Y'all gotta get this shit. Y'all want to really prove y'all ain't about it? Remove that shit right now.
It's like, you know,
because ain't nobody about to buy those expensive ass cabinets anyway.
So it's I mean, with everything going on surrounding like Pizzagate and all these other theories, man, it's just people. Of course, everyone being at home is just people.
What is Pizzagate?
Kind of like a similar, like conspiracy, like with human trafficking and stuff like that.
What, pizzas?
That's what they call it. I don't know. It's Pizzagate. I don't know what it has to do with pizzas, but that's just a term that they're using.
I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah. So
That's really weird.
all this shit's weird, bro. Human trafficking is weird, but it's
Yeah.
all this shit is crazy, bro. But that's really all I.
Well, I bought furniture from Wayfair before. I didn't get any kids.
Well, thank God, because
that would have been,
been
crazy.
Then they'd be at your door. And,
Yeah.
and
Could
we
you
also have
imagine
a Brookhaven, Georgia. Oh, we have a link.
Heard that nigga order some new furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We too early to get canceled.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We just do. Hey, I only ordered a nightstand.
Yeah, just a lamp, folks.
Yeah, it wasn't too serious.
Just a lamp.
I don't know, man. That's gonna be. I'm curious how this was gonna play out. I really don't care about the conspiracies, but this one's gonna be interesting,
bro. It's making some noise, so it's got my attention.
Could you imagine if it turns out Wayfair's actually doing that though?
Well,
that's gonna be You talking about? Honestly, it might be one of the biggest. I'll go on a limb and say it might be one of the biggest news stories of like this century if that turned out to be true.
It would be crazy just because of how it started.
Off of Reddit. Reddit really be starting a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Reddit. Hey, look. Reddit is the reason why y'all be finding about a bunch of stuff.
What was that? What was that thing where it was a Netflix little special? It was like "Don't fuck with cats" or something like that. And old boy had the video. He was like vacuum. He was like, excuse me. He was killing the cats and they was streaming it, and they was on Facebook and they was like tracking them. They hunted that boy down.
Yeah, they don't. Hey, look, internet don't play.
Exactly. So it's like
y'all think it's a game.
That's why, like right now, like I said, there's obviously there's only theories, but it kind of brought me back to that, where that's how that whole thing started. As like, all right, I mean, you had actual evidence of a cat being killed, but just the links to people that were going through to, hey, that's a vacuum you can only buy at this store, and that's the thing you can only buy at that.
People will find SKU numbers, model numbers.
They had a Facebook group, and they had people
they don't play.
They was with the business, man. But
you ever heard about the bike thief? Not the bike thief. The guy. You remember the riots that happened in Charlottesville, in Charlottesville in Virginia? Remember the white people with the fucking tiki torches?
Yeah.
Okay, well there was this guy who hit this guy with a bike lock.
Oh shit!
But he walked up. When he did it, he hit him like on the head, but he was fully masked, sunglasses and everything. But he left like
a small
crevice of his skin, and the internet tracked this guy down.
Oh yeah, we got him.
They tracked it down to a picture. They tracked that one piece of skin to a picture he took prior to. Then they tracked it to like a photo, like his Facebook profile. Then they found out where he lived, and I'm like. Hey, internet don't play.
Listen, man.
If they want to find you, they will find you.
They'll get you found, bro.
So remember that.
Exactly.
Next time you niggas want to go viral or something, y'all remember. If y'all mess up bad enough, the internet gonna come find you.
Be careful, man. Be careful for sure. All right.
That's our take on Wayfair Gate. We don't have a take.
Essentially, just
we're finding out just like y'all.
Hey, you heard it here first. If some shit pop off, we was the first to.
Hey, we broke it to y'all first.
Yeah, we broke the conspiracy to y'all.
Because I'm pretty sure y'all ain't heard about it.
Exactly. But what you did probably hear about is the Red Table chat. Red Table small talk. Red Table mumble.
Hey, that shit is crazy. Jada hyped this shit up so hard.
Yeah, we got to bring this to the table, y'all. And gave us like a clip of basically an episode clip. It wasn't nothing, man. But
man gave us 10 minutes in a dap up with her husband about bad marriage.
Bad
like that was cool. Bad marriage for life. Hey, man.
I wonder if Jordan Lucas is still feeling like Will. Probably not right now. Probably not.
What if Joyner has that song removed from his album?
Feeling like August. Feeling like August.
That would be some crazy shit.
All right, so context. All right, so Jada and Will aired an episode of, I can't even call it episode, of Red Table Talk.
Snippet.
Addressing the allegations made by August Alsina of himself and Jada being in a relationship. Jada did in fact confirm that there was a point in time where her and Will were separated, and at that time, her and August were briefly in a relationship.
August gave us an hour interview. Jada gave us 10 minutes.
Look, man. Look, that just shows you the levels, bro.
Go ahead and continue your synopsis.
Well, I'll just tell you what I thought about watching it, and then you can. Did you watch it? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I watched it.
All 12 minutes of it. That was the first thing.
Disappointing.
The first thing that really bothered me was that it was 12 minutes.
You could at least give us like 30.
If you're gonna do the red table.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just get on FaceTime and just be done with it.
Yeah. You could have did a fucking Instagram live for this.
Just do IG live and be done with it.
What the hell was this?
Or they're on Facebook. Or do Facebook live and be done with it.
These niggas really rented out studio time.
Look, man.
For 10 minutes.
Them niggas thought they was really gonna have to do some work. The cameraman was like, "Oh man, we really finna get us a scoop now." All right, guys, we're done. I wonder how all that shit they had to carry and lug over to that set.
I would have been pissed.
I'd have broke that table, man. Fuck that bullshit.
Yo, what?
I'd have flipped that table.
Tim.
All right, so that was the first thing. The thing I picked up on is just how the difference between using certain words matter, man. Words matter. You can say some fucked up shit and just say entanglement, and it just sounds
crazy.
And then Will said you and August's, he called that shit an interaction. Your interaction. They basically was like still, even though they was divulging stuff, they were still like dancing in the way they was going about it, using like all these the words they're not unusual, but I would never go to someone and be like, "Yo, I was in an entanglement," and just speak what happened, man.
Don't ever refer to me as a damn entanglement.
Don't call me Aug either.
Yeah,
you know what Aug is? Aug is a month on the calendar.
That means I'm seasonal, and you knew what time it was.
When you write a check, you put the date AUG Aug. That's what you write. That nigga told Angela Yee that he was in a deep love with her, and for her he was a month on the calendar. Aug.
30 days.
Come on, man.
You were 30
days.
Exactly.
Not even exactly. From what I gather from it, it's really just a overhyped way of saying that they got together. I believe that August wasn't in the best frame of mind.
Nah,
and
not.
I think that she took advantage of that. And at some point, he developed, as he said, a deep love for her.
Right.
And
right.
she was like, "Yeah, that's not gonna work for me, buddy."
What about the possible? Why is nobody exploring the possibility that she was in love with him too? Everybody keep talking about Will and August, but why is nobody thinking maybe she felt for him too?
I mean, not deep.
What if it was though? What if Will stepped in and said, "Yo, this shit's getting too deep"? It's a lot of shit that we don't know, because honestly, that was the most vague thing I've ever seen.
But when I say he fell in love with her, I'm not saying that to knock him. I'm just saying that.
Oh yeah, I'm not knocking him.
To say that that's just what I think happened. And if he fell in love with her, I mean, I could, Jada seems like a very lovable person. Someone that I could see someone. It's not a stretch to say that he fell in love with Jada.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that as
Jada's a 10
as a diss to him, but what I do think is, like I said, I just see it as more of, whether she meant well or not, I just see it as more of her taking advantage of trying to fix a dude more than fall in love with him. And maybe she did. I'm not gonna say for certain that she didn't, but I just don't feel that way. And then what I do think is that I honestly think they were both, her and Will were probably both, messing around and
for sure
going crazy. But Will just said, "Hey man, I got mine in pocket."
Yeah,
Harley Quinn was in pocket.
That man was the way he was looking at her. He was looking at her like, "I can't believe you put me in this position."
Look, man, I held up mine in the deal.
That's really what it looked like.
Hey, Margaret Robbie, she didn't do no interviews except for her movies.
Yeah, he looked hurt, but he also looked like he wanted to strangle Jada, because he's like, "I cannot believe we're doing this red table whisper."
And I got a rule too about people was like, yo, whatever is their business is their business. No one told them to get on fucking TV and sit in front of a table and talk about your shit. Whenever you do, and this is the issue I had with Dwayne Wade. Not so much what he said, but when you run on TV and talk about some shit, you're basically you're putting people in your business. So that wasn't a conversation that needed to be had to the public. But if you put it in the public, this is what the public does. We take entanglement, and we beat the shit out of the word for like the next 3 weeks because you wanted to get in front of a raggedy table for 10 minutes and talk some shit.
Set up a whole studio.
Come on, man.
Give us 10 minutes. That made me mad as hell.
That was the one episode that I wanted Willow to be there. She could be like,
you know what? I normally do not care about anything the Smith kids have to say.
Me neither. But I wanted.
But on that one,
they should have been there.
Oh, they should have been there.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Jada. Honestly, man, Jada had a missed opportunity here. She could have marketed the hell out of this. She could have got advertisers. She really could have went in on this one. But I could tell. But you know what made me view it differently was the fact that she didn't do all that. She wasn't with the drama. She didn't hype it all up. She didn't even tell anybody when it was happening. She just aired the episode, and that was it. So, because she definitely could have eliminated this. You know, like how Beyonce turned her shit into like her best album.
Yep.
So she definitely could have did that, but she didn't. I applaud her for it, but at the same time, I kind of wish she would have did it because we probably would have got a longer episode.
You know what I also thought about, and this has nothing to do with nothing really, but it just made me think about how much better Gemini Man could have been if it had been August Alsina trying to kill him and not his clone.
Movie plot.
Did you see Gemini Man?
No, hell no. You saw that for real?
I watched it. Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I am too. But
I'm sorry.
Just realizing that how they could have flipped that if August Alsina was the younger person trying to kill him. They could have did something with that. They could have made something shape with that. But instead they had some CGI Will Smith gibberish in the plot that really didn't make no fucking sense.
Damn, they really missed it with Jaden. I want to know what Jaden was thinking watching August Alsina eat a Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I want to know.
Tell us about, like, that's the other thing too. Like, tell us about what it was like when Jaden went downstairs and August like had his like bathrobe on. Like,
August was wearing a bathrobe that had a W on it.
Exactly.
Hey, a WS.
Hey man, hope you don't mind, brother. Hope you don't mind, my G.
I want to know what Jaden was thinking.
Come on,
I want to know what Willow was thinking too.
That's what I'm saying.
And
man.
the other nigga,
this nigga in here, he taking all the hot water, man. Get him out. That's what broke it off. Honestly, that's what we missing.
Because it's so funny when you go through Twitter and you look at all the pictures of like Jaden and the kids. I feel like it all tells a story now.
Listen, man,
they faces said it all.
That nigga shaved his eyebrows off for a reason.
Oh yeah,
and now we get into the reason.
And now he called Tyler the Creator his dad.
Come on, man.
Willow wrote a letter to Tupac.
Come on, man.
Like it all made sense.
Dots is connected, man.
Everything made sense. I don't know, man.
Watch Jaden finna come in the crib with an old thing talking about mom. She trying to heal me.
Hey man, look, Jaden gotta go pull Tracy Ellis Ross at
Come
this
on,
point.
Man.
Hey Jaden, go get Tracy Ellis, please.
Mom, she's here to heal me.
Hey man,
you better not say nothing.
It's time, Jaden. It's your time to do some dumb shit.
I want to be happy too. What's up?
Hey, look, Jaden gotta use this as an excuse now.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, man.
I know he got a crush on one of these older women in Hollywood. I know he do.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, if he do it now,
the man said he an icon, live and prove it.
Yeah.
Come on, Jaden. It's your time, baby.
Tracy Ellis and Nia Long. Those are your two choices.
One of the two.
Yeah, you better go, nigga.
One of the two. Hey, go hard or go home, baby.
But
yeah, man. I don't want to be a part of people and say I didn't care. Because I mostly don't. But
honestly, I don't care, but it's entertaining.
Yeah, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it seems like they moved past it, and it is what it is. And
you think Will going to divorce her?
Nah.
Oh, I would. I would. I'm sorry.
He just seems like the type of person who he kind of proclaimed that. Like he said in the beginning, I could love you through anything type of thing. Yeah. And unfortunately, because he spoke that out into the world, he got to stand on that. He got to stand.
Damn, Will shot himself in the foot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. He seems like that type of person who has so much pride on like not going back on what he said. That because he said that he gotta own that. So I don't think they would, and honestly, I just think it was the situation that it just went left, and I don't think that's the first time that's happened.
Hell no.
It was just something that went left.
I wonder.
It's like iRobot, like with the robot that it's like iRobot. That's what I'm saying. It's like the robot that got out of pocket. That's basically that's all this was. It's just.
I wonder if they're gonna become the ideal Hollywood couple now, because you know all these Hollywood couples probably on some weird shit. Maybe they'll be the advocates for open marriage now. That's what they should. That's how they can flip this shit for real. I just gave them a marketing strategy.
Nah, the world ain't ready for that.
The world ain't ready.
They finna slide over to Russell and Sierra.
They about to be the ideal Hollywood couple for real now.
Couple goals. They
hell
finna slide them over.
Nah, I don't know. The way I feel about it.
Where do you stand on? Where do you stand on people who use celebrities and say like relationship goals and things like that?
That shit lame as fuck. I think I don't use celebrities' relationships as my relationship goals, mainly because most people don't even know what's going on in those relationships. Is you just see a picture in the video and then you think everything is crystal clear, and that's not the case.
I think if you're gonna say, not you, but the problem with relationship goals, well, among many problems, is that this situation in particular with Will and Jada, a lot of y'all who say goals, y'all not built for that.
Absolutely
not built. Y'all not built to sit. Y'all won't even sit down in front of the table and just talk it out.
Money
on some regular shit.
Just money. Just how we gonna split the money.
Exactly. So I mean, it's just very it's very dangerous, I think. And like you said, I think it's we don't know what goes on in these people's homes on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like hell, not even celebrities, just that the average individual, they live a different reality when they're in the home. When they're in the confines of their own home. Like that's like, you know, when niggas get, God forbid, something happens to them, and then the cops come up in their house and they gotta like pull up evidence. It's like, damn, what's all this shit doing here? It's like you find out about people, and so I just saw people was like, you know, they're still goals because they work through their problems and blah 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 and all that.
Listen to me, they're not goals.
Listen, man,
they're goal. You know what? Their goals if you're honest with yourself. That's the one thing I will give them. They are honest.
Listen, man, you gotta be willing to. You gotta be aware of the type of person that you are.
Yeah.
And if you're not built for that, then you shouldn't do it. And that's just, you know, at the end of the day, that's where I think people get in trouble with looking at celebrities and God forbid something happened with Russell and Sierra, because they've been talking about the Sierra prayer for like the past 5 years, and let something fall apart with them niggas. Oh boy, oh boy.
I like the fact that Will and Jada are honest enough to have that type of marriage where they know they're seeing other people, and you know they have an understanding of each other. A lot of couples try to hold shit together and don't have any understanding of each other. So that's the one thing I think, that's the one positive I will take out of this is, you know, we need more of that, to be honest. We need more people to be honest with themselves, more couples to be honest with themselves.
Yeah.
Probably won't have so many relationship failures at that point.
And like I said, going back to what I said about Will, he that to me that's honoring your word. If you said that you could love her through anything and you gonna stand on that, then he stood on it, and he looked like the pursuit of happiness on sitting at that table. When old boy gave him that job, he was sitting there.
He looked, man, that man looked destroyed.
I done seen that face before. That was the face when the mannequin wouldn't talk to him. In I Am Legend. Yeah, that was the face when he had to kill Sam.
You think niggas gonna rewind back all his movies just to see if he was giving us signs throughout the movies like my life is really bad?
I'm just saying, there's a lot of movies he by himself.
Yeah, that nigga was in the mountain. That nigga was doing all them YouTube videos.
A lot of movies he by himself.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I
just saying.
Do you think it was predatory? Honestly,
I'm torn about it, to be honest.
Me too. I was really one-sided at one point, but now as I really thought about it, I don't know.
Because, like, when people say things like, my mental state is not a crutch, there's that side of it, right? So, was August, what state of mind was he exactly in? We don't really know. They said he was sick. They said he was down, but does that mean that he was not cognizant and able to like he didn't go into that situation of his own volition and kind of understanding what that entailed?
Yeah.
But let me not straddle the fence, because I do understand both sides, but if I have to think that I will say that, and this is not killing Jada at all, this is just me. I do think that when someone is in a certain state of frame of mind, even if you mean well, she talks about being a healer and wanting to fix people, and sometimes it just ain't your place to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
true that.
You sometimes you just, a person who wants to help a person may not be equipped for that. They may not be the proper person for that. That relationship may not be the proper relationship for that.
Mm-hmm.
So she could have maybe had a relationship with him that was platonic, with trying to heal him, that didn't require, I guess, a romantic involvement. So, on that front, I do feel like she may have just saw, I would say, more of an opportunist in that regard, of just wanting to fix a person and heal a person and not really, you may not know what's best for that person.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Even if your heart's in the right place, your heart can be in the right place and not be, and know and have a self-awareness that you may not be the one that's equipped to help the person. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think she probably was just a little bit opportunistic in that regard.
I think I'm really 50-50. Like, I think the one thing people need to drop right now is the age thing, because I am an advocate that age does not matter. So
well, I don't attribute it to the age.
Yeah,
thing.
I don't attribute any of this to age. I want to make this. I more so attribute this to experience in life. As in, yes, Jada has more experience with life, but on top of that, she's used to dealing with way bigger deals, way bigger things. She's dealt with a wider range of people. So what I will attribute to Jada is I feel like she did take advantage in the sense of she knew this mental state. She knew this nigga's mental state because the whole world knew his mental state. We've been hearing stories about August for years, man. At least if you follow me. If you follow music, you already know that this man, the last
He's
5
been through
years,
some trials and tribulations for sure.
Hey man, look, the last 5 years would have buckled down a lot of niggas. Like,
I think for those people who haven't watched his documentary that oh, by the way, he did have an album that came out. I think people might have forgot that as well.
Yeah.
But he released a documentary on YouTube that kind of chronicled some of his some of the things he went through in his life that to me was very, very eye opening. And like I said, that to me just spoke to everyone couldn't have survived what he survived.
Exactly. And I think people tend to forget that.
Mm-hmm.
It's that man went through a lot. Like, shit. I don't even know if I could survive the shit that man went through. And, so Jada had to know what she was dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my thing. I can't sit here and pretend like you didn't know. Because I knew.
Yeah. And then even let's just take away the romantic side out of it. Imagine yourself, let's just say August was trying to get into acting.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes across Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, who I'm sure he probably idolized growing up.
Right.
As actors. And he's in a bad place of mind as, hey, we're going to help you get your career together and blah, 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 blah. And, it's easy to have someone who is in front of people that they idolize not really question much of their actions, because they feel that these people are taking me under their wing. They have my best interest at heart. And just that naivete of just feeling like, oh man, I'm in the presence of two icons. So to your point about being aware, I would say that Jada was more aware in that situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Than August was.
Yeah. And
so
I feel like.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you good.
Oh, so now that she spoke her piece, I think people are starting to pay more attention to Jada. But all the same, is August at fault? August isn't really at fault. He's more so at fault for the shit he did, as in how he revealed it and what he did to reveal it. That shit was lame as fuck.
Yeah, I didn't.
Honestly, that might be a top 10 lame nigga moment in music history. What he just did.
I just really don't. Excuse me. I just really don't like the clearing your conscience is one thing, but you don't need to clear it
on a televised interview.
Yes,
you could have went to a therapist, nigga.
That's where my hang up lies. Is like, you can speak your truth, but to require an audience or to want an audience,
yeah,
I have to question some of the motivations behind it.
Exactly, because Angela Yee ain't about to save you, nigga.
And this is not a August. This is not anything specific to August. This is just anyone who divulges something that is quote unquote near and dear to their heart.
Yeah.
And they go on a public forum and they divulge it to the world. I have to bring pause to your motives. And people have said, and again, I think we have to take away the fact that we like August and we cheer for August because of the things that he's gone through, and just look at the fact that people have done things when their music is setting to drop.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Kanye West. Before he dropped Jesus is King, that nigga was in Wyoming, disappeared somewhere. Once Jesus is King came out, he was back on Twitter. He was back to doing this. Look, he's back out here now. He just dropped a song with Travis Scott. He got music coming. He want to run for president.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But even then, just the he's trying to position himself to garner that attention. And if we can say that about someone like Kanye West, then I think it's fair to have that assessment with August Alsina.
Yeah. Because I go to therapy, and I don't even divulge everything in therapy. So for you to come out, and I think that was the shit. I think if for anyone who's actually been to therapy, you kind of sat there and was like, really, nigga? Because, like I said, I don't divulge everything in therapy. But for you to sit here and tell me that you experienced love and you ready to die over this shit, and you saying it to Angela Yee, nigga, of all the people, you could have said that shit to me. And I would have been like, whoa, but, I'm better than a televised audience.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them things where, yeah, August Alsina's motives have to be questioned as well. I think everybody's here is guilty in some way at the end of the day.
I think it's just a very and I guess this would be one of the drawbacks to an open relationship in terms of some of the spillover when an understanding I guess I would say when lines get blurred. And this to me, it's at the end of the day, we only are going by what we've been told. Do we know August is being completely truthful? Do we know Jada is being completely truthful?
Yep.
We really don't. So we're picking and choosing. So from what we have now, I like I said, I personally think that there's blame to go around. Now, however you want to slice that pie, I'm not really trying to argue that because it's over and done with. But, there's a valid reason, whatever side of the fence you stand on, there's valid reasons for both. If you feel like Jada was predatory or like I said, I think she was more of an opportunist and tried to take advantage of that situation.
Yeah.
And, I think August, I do think, and even like just based off of the way that he kind of came at Keke Palmer, when she made just the comment that
they were never together.
All she said was we weren't together, and he went from 0 to 10 on her. So I can't
real quick.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I can't just look at him like this sad little lamb, and like he's just this wounded lamb because, I just saw that was a situation where, and even Keke Palmer was like, she responded to that, and she basically was like, I could take this a different direction, but I'm not gonna let my ego get in the way. And I just felt like that he was unnecessarily defensive for her simply saying that her and August were never together. So he's done some things to give me a little bit of a little apprehension towards just this last couple weeks. But as a person, like I said, I wish him the best. Like I mentioned it a few weeks ago before he dropped his project that I was excited to see that he was back to doing music, and I still am, and I really just hope that part of his life does continue, that he does continue to get back into the world and do music and continue to grow as an individual, because he's still a young dude, 27.
Yeah,
young man, still trying to grow and learn things about himself and about his life, and I salute everything he's already conquered in his life as of now, and I don't want this one situation to
define him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of where I'm at with it.
I don't know. I'm hoping Will and Jada can move past this, but I know that's going to be really, really hard.
But I wonder how this is going to affect Will Smith's career. I think it did until his movies got to fix. He got his movies is
well, will it really affect anything though?
Well, I think his career is
his career is already solidified. It doesn't matter.
It's already in stone.
Yeah.
But if we gonna keep it real, his last few movies
they've been lacking.
You know what I mean?
Hey man, Gemini Man said a lot.
I mean, fuck. I didn't.
What came before Gemini Man? Suicide Squad.
He had a run. He had a run where he was doing the Suicide Squad. He had Bad Boys that came out.
Yeah. Did you see Bad Boys for Life?
I did.
Oh,
it was okay.
Okay.
It was it was okay. I know he's doing the biopic of the Williams sisters' father, Richard Williams.
What's up?
Serena Williams.
Oh, he's doing that?
Yeah, he's gonna be the dad.
Oh shit. That's what's up.
What else does he have on the plate? I mean, he's he was jumping out. He was just jumping out of planes and shit a few months ago. It was all good.
Not that long ago.
It was all good doing the vlog and shit.
It was all good just a week ago.
Yeah, man.
Here we are now.
But I don't know. I mean, he's Will Smith still, so he's still gonna have his. I think he's still gonna have his. I don't know if he has another box office blockbuster in him, but he has like enough niche classics. I don't want to say mainstream classics, but niche stuff that people like that I like.
Maybe he could be like Dave Chappelle in A Star Is Born. Did you see A Star Is Born?
A Star Is Born. Oh yeah.
Remember Dave Chappelle was just
Bradley Cooper. Yeah.
He was just sitting on the porch. Maybe Will's gonna become that guy. He's gonna become the random cameo guy.
Well, I hope it's later than sooner because I think it's a little too early for him.
Yeah, he's not at that point yet.
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle could do it because he's never in movies, so he could do that. But Will's not at that point yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting situation. Hopefully, there's no way this is the end of the Red Table Talks though. They gotta have another one, and they gotta put Jaden and Willow. That's too much of a money opportunity
for this or for something else.
For this, or maybe. Well, I don't know. Jaden and Willow are grown now, huh? So they can't force them to do it.
Look, man.
Fuck that. Force them to be little kids. Force them to get on that show, please. I need to know what they're thinking.
I think they did. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, I think they did that shit real quick when they was out of the house. That's why I was so short.
You think they filmed that in their living room?
Hey, set that table up before they get back. Living room? Hey, set that table up before they hurry up before they get back. He sent that nigga to Home Depot to get like some fucking.
What if they sent Jaden to go get the table?
AAA batteries for like, or like some. He probably sent them on like a errand to get like some type of food that was like across town. It's just like,
could you imagine the text that they're all that entire family's getting right now, like from their friends? Oh my god, They should put that out. You know what? That's what they should do. They should do a Twitter. They should post a Twitter thread of all the text they. Like 5 years from now, they should post a Twitter thread of all the text they got in the middle of this from different celebrities. That would be the funniest shit on earth.
I think that's one of the things about being a celebrity too. When some shit pop off, your phone start blowing up, and people be like, "You." Things going shaky out there.
Because you know Will Smith got hit up by Tom Cruise and shit. You know he got hit up by some people who was like, "Yo, this nigga, nigga, what's going on right now?"
Hey, praying for you, brother.
You think Tom Cruise hit him with the "yo, nigga"?
Shit,
my nigga, what's up? Tell me what's going on.
Shit, his fellow Scientologist.
Is Will Smith a Scientologist? Probably.
I feel like he
probably is. I wouldn't be surprised. Man, we spent a lot of time on this. We were going to talk about this in a more jokingly manner, which we did in the beginning.
I tried to.
I tried, but honestly, the deeper I think about it, the more serious I think it is. So, or maybe it's not that serious. You think it's that serious? Maybe it's not that serious.
To be honest with you, what it was just a fling gone awry. So if you look at it from that perspective, flings go awry all the time.
Yeah.
It's just high profile people are involved.
Yeah, why are people acting like this doesn't happen in their next door neighbor's house?
Because their next door neighbors didn't make I Am Legend.
They weren't on Gotham.
Yeah, 7 pounds and
yeah, that's true. Cause I'm saying people are acting like they're like Jada should be ashamed because she old enough to be his mom. I'm like, shit like this happens every day. Like,
well, yeah, the age thing is
the age thing is getting played out because that literally has nothing to do with anything right now.
It's
that's like the last factor.
I personally think that was a stretch of sorts because it wasn't like he was like 18 and
that's how people are treating it. People are treating it like this nigga was a teenager.
You know what I mean? So
but yeah, I don't know. Shout out to them niggas. Shout out to all of them. Jaden and Willow, please, if you hear this podcast, please give us a tweet. Give us something.
Yeah, we ain't talking about no fucking music. Let's. Oh, as a reminder,
in case you forgot,
we try to be a music podcast. So I guess, pardon the rough segue, but let's delve into some.
Follow the Instagram.
Look, man.
Follow the Instagram, please.
Yes.
The Pencil Pushers Project.
Oh yes. At the Pencil Pushers Project.
Yeah, that's very key. We gotta start promoting our Facebook more. Hey, we got a Facebook page too.
Well, I just tell them the links, and the bio link kind of does all that shit.
Oh, okay.
And people can't really be them true selves on Facebook. Facebook is where they have to be like all.
When I be sending people our link tree, niggas be like, "Where do I subscribe to the podcast?" And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're looking at the.
You looking at it.
You're looking at it right now.
You're looking at the subscribe.
I hate that, man. I just be sitting here thinking to myself. I'm just sitting here like, huh.
Oh, I think I figured the YouTube shit out too, but we'll talk about that later.
Hey, come to YouTube soon, bitch.
Hey. All right, let's talk about T.I. and 50, man. So T.I. been basically calling 50 out.
T.I. been going a little wild lately.
Yeah, he been going crazy. So he been calling out 50 Cent to do verses. 50 been kind of joking him off, ducking him off, and what I want to shoot it. Well, I guess the first thing I'll ask you is, do you think 50 is scared, or do you think he just sees T.I. as beneath him?
I think for some reason, I think he sees T.I. as beneath him, but T.I. is not beneath him. That's the problem. That
he tried that. I think he tried to post that Crime Stoppers video, and thought that shit was going like dead everything. Yeah, no. And T.I. responded to that shit like, yeah, I ain't told nobody though. And then 50 Cent deleted the video. Yeah. So then he was like, damn, that was my get out of versus free card.
It honestly seemed a little bit personal.
Well, they had beef before. They had like,
oh yeah, they did have a beef. Yeah.
So they may be like some lasting tension.
Wait, didn't they have like a whole beef DVD come out about them? Remember the beef series?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh man, they need to bring that back. What happened to that? Hey, that's old school. That's that old school. Oh wait, I'm not that old. But whatever. It's not that
old. It's like early 2000s.
Man, shit was out. The beef series was so lit. Remember Little Flippin'
T.I. beefed.
Little Flippin' T.I. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, Little Flippin' T.I.
They need to bring that back. Anyway.
Yeah. So I think that, to be honest, man. And this is I think the most, and this is just my take on it, is it's going to boil down to, and people could deny it all they want, but I feel like if you from up north, you're going to go with 50. If you from down south, you're going to ride with T.I.
But if you're a music fan in general, you should already know who's winning this one.
Yeah, but the problem is you can be a music fan and also have music or
bias.
Coast bias.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so it's music fans who just have bias. And T.I. brought up something basically saying that he brought up something about Nelly and 50. And basically, I think the point he was trying to make is that if Nelly was from New York, or Nelly was in New York, then he would have been as big as 50. So basically saying that,
was he bigger than 50?
I don't know about bigger, but I mean, the Country Grammar went diamond. That did happen.
Yeah, that's on. So I'm talking about everything else too.
But as far as,
maybe him and 50.
To me, it's an interesting thing because I think their fan bases were different. Like 50 made, I mean, he had like his quote unquote female songs, but he made like a lot more like street type of stuff. Where Nelly made like a lot of like women's, like his whole style was like more like laid back,
appealing to the masses.
Yeah, it was more mass appeal. So, at that time, like I said, I think Get Rich or Die Trying was 13 times platinum or something like that. Mm-hmm. And Country Grammar went diamond. So it's not like Nelly is just not accomplished as an artist.
Nelly's very accomplished,
but he's not. I guess he's not revered in that same way, and I think there's I think the T.I.'s logic or T.I.'s reasoning behind that is that he's in a place where there's not like who backed Nelly. 50 had what, Dre and Eminem as a cosign.
Yeah. Nelly didn't have anybody.
Nelly didn't have no cosign.
That's true.
Nelly didn't have no backing. So
I didn't have no backing either, though. How do you think about it? Did he? No, he didn't.
Not really.
Yeah.
No, not really. And to be honest with you, that's, to me, that is where. And another thing too, 50 moved. I mean, honestly, 50, he even kind of bowed out of music because he kind of knew that. Maybe not new, but I guess he saw himself more as a hustler than a rapper, because he eventually started moving away from music. He had his vitamin water, then he started doing TV shows, then he, just other. Now he has like his liquor and all this other shit, and he does music every now and again. But I feel like T.I. took music way more seriously than 50 did.
Yeah,
and 50 just
kinda, absolutely.
50 got into once, and this is, to me, the difference is Get Rich or Die Trying, top to bottom, I think is probably the best body of work between them two. But after that, I think
once you throw in Urban Legend,
bro,
King,
trap music,
music.
once you get after that, that's when the pendulum starts to swing.
Shit, even Paper Trail.
That's what I'm saying. That's when the pendulum starts to swing. So, Massacre ain't good as trap music.
Absolutely not.
Curtis ain't good as trap. What's the third one? Curtis.
Yep.
Curtis ain't good as trap. Like hell, Urban Legend. So 50 has the best album between them two, but once you get past that, and even like the Beg for Mercy stuff, the G Unit, the Beg for Mercy stuff, it's like, it's okay, but 50's, he has the aura of Get Rich or Die Trying, and I think that has a lot of gas on it. And me and you had talked about 50 and Ross, and I still think 50. I still would put him over Ross, but not T.I.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's complete wash, but
no, not a wash, but I think
I can't see 50 winning that one.
Yeah, so
especially if you throw in guest verses,
that's what I'm saying, man. Like,
hey, man,
it's
done.
That's what I'm saying.
It's done.
So I've seen people talk about it, and I've seen people. It's not that they necessarily say 50 would win, but it's like T.I. shouldn't even be in the conversation, bro. And that's what like bothers me.
But it's because,
and that's why I say about the bias thing. So it's like,
yeah,
even like your music, like your quote unquote music savants, I think there's always been a disrespect to Southern artists that now they just can't deny no more, because everybody everywhere try to sound like, it'd be niggas that be in Philly to be sounding like ATL people or some people from from New York. Like, I thought, if you'd have told me Lil Uzi was from Philly, I wouldn't have believed you.
I remember when I found that out. I didn't believe that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I think he was from Atlanta, but I damn sure didn't think he was from Philly.
I say ain't no way. He from Philly.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, I think the pardon me. I don't think it's gonna happen, to be honest. But since it's just in conversation, that's why I think it's not gonna happen. Because I think if 50 is the musical savant, if he's honest with himself,
yeah,
he has to know that's gonna be a tough night for him.
Because they both got 2 of maybe 3 of my favorite songs of all time, and so,
and based off of T.I.'s catalog, you can't candy shot me to death. You can't you can't slide in this bitch with candy shot.
You only got one hater to love it, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You only got one mini man.
Yeah, exactly. So he it's like I said, that Get Rich or Die Trying, that's probably that could probably give him like 6 rounds.
Yeah.
And then after that,
and don't let him play What You Know. What You Know counts for like 6 rounds itself.
what you know, you don't know me.
Yeah. ASAP. Motivation.
I'm telling you, man.
Man, that song he made with Manny Fresh that was on Urban Legend with the pianos and shit. I don't remember. The Greatest? I don't know, man.
He just got too much shit.
I don't know, man. Honestly, I can name like 10 tracks off of Urban Legend right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm like, I don't know.
just because I'm a Neptune stan, he should even throw in like Freak though, just for my personal benefit. But I know he won't do that. But yeah, man. What's this? Irv Gotti and Drake.
Before you on that, T.I.'s winning. Let's just go ahead and make this
Court
clear.
adjourned.
T.I.'s winning, period. Anyway, Irv Gotti and Drake. Basically what happened is, in case y'all don't know, who Irv Gotti is, because apparently niggas forgetting who T.I. is. So, Irv Gotti is the former CEO of Murder, Inc., who hosted talents such as Ja Rule, and I can't think of anybody else. C Murder. Ashanti. Basically, your whole early 2000 playlist, that was him. So basically, Irv Gotti did a little, I don't know if it was an interview podcast. Don't ask me. I don't know what it was. But he basically, long story short, said, hey, Drake has never had a masterpiece album. Take Care was not a masterpiece. If you're reading this, If Too Late wasn't a masterpiece, and neither was Nothing Was the Same. But Travis Scott had two, which was Astroworld and Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight, according to Irv Gotti. Now, and apparently Irv Gotti had a conversation with Drake. I don't know how it went. I didn't read the details, so y'all can look that up on your own. But in response to his masterpiece selection, Birds in the Trap was definitely not a masterpiece.
At all.
Not even close. That wasn't even Travis Scott's best album. Now,
shit, it ain't better than Rodeo. It ain't
even better than Days Before Rodeo. Well, Days Before Rodeo was really good. So, yeah, no. That's not even Travis Scott's top 3 albums.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, when he said Birds, I immediately disregarded his opinion. So, it didn't even matter. Now, Astroworld, give it about 3 more years, I'll let you know. But
yeah, I think you have to let stuff.
Yeah, before you can call it a masterpiece. Now, to say Drake doesn't have a masterpiece, I don't know about that one. Take Care might be a masterpiece.
I think to me, it sounds like he's just not a Drake fan, which is fine. But you can't objectively, as a music person, as a music industry individual, and say that. You could say that from a personal taste perspective, but because I'm as of the past few years, I think Drake's later albums have been lackluster in comparison to his
Agreed.
previous, but that happens to most artists anyway. But Take Care is,
when Take Care come out? 2011? It might have been 2011.
Probably.
So I think it's safe for us to know where its status stands.
10 years ago, or 10 plus years, I definitely will put it up there. If he's going to compare it to Astroworld, it's better than Astroworld. So if Astroworld is a masterpiece to him, then Take Care is damn sure a masterpiece.
Exactly. To say Take Care is anything short of a masterpiece.
So I have to basically, if based off his definition of a masterpiece, anything that Drake has that's better than Astroworld is a masterpiece.
Agreed.
So, I mean, you could say Nothing Was the Same. You could say,
I don't know if Nothing Was the Same is better than Astroworld. You might have to calm down on that one.
No, I'm calm. I'm quite calm. Look, I like Astroworld, but when did Astroworld come out?
2018.
So
you're right. He hasn't had time to breathe.
That's what I'm saying. He's still living. He had the age. How has it aged? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
hasn't had time to breathe.
So that's why we got to be careful with like throwing out words like classic and masterpiece and shit like that. Like, one thing that I think, people like stuff that comes out, but go back to it and see how it ages. And just to jump away from that just for a quick second, that's another reason I think that T.I. will win. His body of work, I think, has aged a lot better than 50 shit. So, Irv, like I said, I don't know. Like I said, I just think that he has a personal preference of what he constitutes as a masterpiece, and for him to say that Drake does not have a masterpiece. Just sounds like he's not really a big fan of Drake.
Exactly.
And that's fine, but just say that. But just say that you're not a big fan. Just say, hey, it ain't for me.
Do you think there's a difference between masterpiece and a classic?
I mean, not much of a difference. I feel like, they kind of go hand in hand, in my opinion. I just think that, I don't think it could be a masterpiece. All right, so let me say this: a classic may not necessarily be a masterpiece, but I think a masterpiece has to be a classic.
Okay.
If it doesn't age well, then I don't think it's a masterpiece.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. So is it, some people believe that Nothing Was the Same was a masterpiece, was a classic. If You're Reading This was a classic, and Take Care. So is it safe to say that Drake has 3 masterpieces under his belt yet, or you think we're not there yet? Because I'm gonna be honest, If You're Reading This is a masterpiece to me. but
you know what? But that's actually a good example. So I personally didn't like it when it first came out, but it grew on me. And as I listened to it over time, I thought, damn, this is fucking good.
If You're Reading This, laid the blueprint to the Drake we have now.
So to me, that's where I would look at it as a classic, but not necessarily a masterpiece.
Okay.
But it grew on. Like I said, how did it age? And I think that's the difference. Is songs or bodies of work can grow on you, and they can evolve into classics. Because I think that's why I hate the word classic. If there's no time span behind it. Like, you can't tell me something that just came out this week is a classic. You have to give it some time to age and breathe before you know. Because then it's just gas and hype. There's a lot of songs I thought were fire when I first heard them, and then they're like, damn, this shit is just not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It ain't what I thought it was. Like, it must have been on some shit.
I don't know. I think If You're Reading This was when Drake became Drake, like, for real. I think that's when Drake realized he was that nigga, was on If You're Reading This.
I can agree with that. No doubt.
And you can hear it throughout the album. I still listen to that album to this. Well, it was a mixtape at first. People tend to forget that was a mixtape.
Yeah.
But I still listen to it. It'll always be a mixtape to me. I still listen to that mixtape to this day. And I think, honestly, it's between that and Take Care. I think those are his 2 best bodies of work. I know people disagree, but that's just me. So.
Did you listen to anything? Because if you didn't, I can go through.
Did I listen to anything? I listened to the Kid Cudi song, and I listened to Life on Earth.
What'd you think about the Kid Cudi Eminem?
I liked it. It turned out way better than I expected it.
When I heard the combination, I was on the fence, and I liked it. I think that I liked Eminem's verse. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no. Eminem did his thing.
Yeah, I liked Eminem's verse.
Hey, look, that was a good little collab.
He had like a little fluoride flip he said in that shit. Something he said about fluoride and washing, something like that. That shit I was like, okay, all right. He still got it. And of course, he delved into like the social justice stuff and
he had to diss to Drew
Brees, and he talked about police brutality and stuff like that. And this isn't necessarily new for him. Like a few years ago in the Cypher, he had talked about standing with Kaepernick. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time I saw white people turn on him. It was like, oh no, he's a liberal.
Nah, they turned on him after that BET Cypher.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yes, you're talking. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then all of a sudden he wasn't the GOAT no more. He's like, you're right. Yeah, black people, you're right. He isn't the GOAT. Eminem was the GOAT for the past 10 years, and all of a sudden he started liking Kaepernick, and I was like, oh yeah, you're right. He's a bum. Yeah, so I see it now. Oh man, I never thought I'd say this, but Eminem is just not doing it for me anymore, man. now he's sided with black people, and
that's a wild sentiment.
That's what I'm saying. Like now,
that's a crazy
now his
fucking
music hit
sentiment.
different. Now his music hit different because they know like how his
they know where his mind is.
Yeah, his political affiliation or just his stances on stuff. He's like,
that's a crazy. But yeah, I like the song. The song was dope, man. I'm hoping that this sparks more collabs. I'm guessing Kid Cudi got an album coming out. So, what's up with him and Travis Scott? Are they still dropping an album together?
Oh, the Scotts? Oh, I don't
Hey,
know.
somebody need to question him about that.
I don't know these brothers.
Yeah, you right.
I think he's just dropping stuff, man. Like he's got the.
I feel like he's in the testing the waters for right now.
You know, he got stuff.
That's what it's looking like. Because the Scott sounds nothing like this. This sounds nothing like Leaders of the Delinquents, which was the other album. The other song that he dropped. I think he's just throwing stuff out there just to see how people react at this point.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt. What you think?
No, I agree. Like I said, I was just over the past few songs that he's been a part of, like the Scotts, why do I feel like he had a song with Kanye recently? Am I tripping?
No, they just released a trailer of a show.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. They didn't have a song together.
So he's talking about doing a podcast. I think he's just out just testing shit and tapping and trying to.
Are you gonna listen to that podcast?
Am I gonna? Yeah, I'll try.
I'll give him one episode.
I give new stuff that comes out. I'll give it a try and see if I.
I give it 3. I give it 3 episodes.
Just to see how he's gonna approach it and see what he'll if it's like a Young Money thing where it's just like, hey, I'm gonna talk to my friends about shit. I don't know.
I'm gonna just text someone in my contact list real quick and tell them I'm chilling.
I'll tune into it and just see what it's about. Just like with the show, the show that him and Kanye got. I'll tune in and see what he's got brewing. But
his first guest is gonna be either Kanye or Travis Scott.
Yeah.
He would be crazy not to call one of them first.
Yeah. Kanye, he gonna want that spot. Hey, man, you better call me.
Has Travis Scott don't even be doing interviews?
Not like that.
That would be a good one.
It would be. And I think he would, for Cudi, I think he would do it.
Because they're close.
Cudi's like his idol.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's part of his name.
Yeah, so if he texts Travis on the way.
So
no question.
He'll do it for Cudi.
There you go, Cudi. We just gave you your first guess right there.
Boom.
Scott.
You say you listen to Life on Earth as well?
I did. I liked it. Summer Walker's a great musician.
Summer Walker, Life on Earth, the EP, a 5-piece. Shout out to Black or 6 Lack.
Why'd you shout out to him?
5-piece, 6-piece hot.
Oh, 6. Oh.
It's all right. It's okay. It's late. Hour 30.
Okay.
I know.
You got it.
I know. I'm depleted. She knows how to make some songs, man.
Hey, man.
That's what I will say.
Summer is I think she's showing that she's a different beast.
Do you think it's even hard for her to make these songs? I think she just do them shits just.
I think Summer just sits in the dark room and just sings.
I think, man, it's just, to me, I don't want to say this in a bad way because it's not bad, but it sounds like she's don't really have to try hard.
It's too natural.
Yeah, it's
natural.
There we go.
She's like her. I feel like it's just natural. Like she just comes up with bangers on her own.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, it's 5 songs on there. I liked all 5 of them. I'm not gonna sit here and say,
hey, that AP is good.
Ain't too much to delve into. If you haven't heard the EP and you like Summer Walker, you should listen to it.
That Party Next Door verse was hard too, though.
Yeah,
he Party Next Door did his thing on that song.
Yeah,
he had a line on there I really liked, and I really liked. I don't remember what it was though. Party Next Door always do that. He always say something that just get my attention. I'd be like, damn, I'm toxic as fuck. Because he always says something that I can relate to, and it just be the most toxic thing you could think of. And I'd be like, I didn't even think about that.
You're a terrible human being.
I'm a terrible human being.
It's all right. We all are in some capacity. But, yeah, man, it was, I mean, like I said, ain't much to say. Now I know you say you didn't listen to Juice WRLD.
I did not listen to Juice WRLD, but you said you did. So,
I did.
So give the listeners your take.
Well, I guess let me clarify. I listened to like 8/10 of it. Because there's like 20 songs on here.
So you didn't listen to Juice WRLD?
No, it's 20. It's 21 songs on here. I got like 3 I didn't listen to, like the last 3.
Oh,
I listened to.
Can you still give a review like that?
I listened to 18 songs. So yes, it's 18 songs. It's enough to give me enough to speak on the project. And legends never die, man. I'm not gonna say he's a legend, not out of disrespect, but what I will say is that just like we said about Pop Smoke, young talent gone too soon. I enjoyed I don't want to say this like this because it's gonna sound almost cliche, but I enjoyed every damn song on here, bro, that I heard. And that's surprising to me because I'm not,
I'm not a big Juice WRLD fan.
Exactly. So I'm not a big Juice WRLD fan. He has his first song was the intro. Talking about anxiety and stuff like that. And from what I've understood from his hardcore fans, that he taps into this type of stuff often, talking about his anxiety and how he copes with it and things of that nature. And he knows how to convey that in the music. He knows how to make it. I think people who may just look at young people like him and just say, oh, they're lean heads and all this other stuff. I think they may have him just misunderstood, man. And I mean, God rest his soul. Like I said, it's very sad what happened to him. But again, just his music is just very, very, kind of the same feel. Like it's just uncomfortable. Cause he hadn't even passed away. It's been like a year, not even a year yet.
It hasn't been a year.
So
it's been like, it's just 6 months.
I look at life different, man. Like it's hard for me to really, really embrace or capture the idea that a person, I'm listening to somebody's body of work that ain't here no more. And again, the man just passed away. People say 6 months is to me, 6 months since a man left is
that's not that long.
It ain't that long. It ain't that long. And it's kind of eerie in some ways. But I am glad that his people or whoever put this out, they put it out, because it's a great piece of work, man. Let me get into the songs that I did like, because I did Blood on My Jeans. I really liked.
That's a dope title.
Yeah, Blood on My Jeans is hard. Fighting Demons, probably my favorite song on there. Fighting Demons. It sounds like how it sounds. The title kind of speaks to what he's talking about.
Okay.
I gotta pick, bro. Screw Juice, Stay High. Like I said, I liked a lot of songs on here, and because we do a music podcast, I try to listen to cats that that come out with stuff. And like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of his. I'm not gonna sit here and fake the funk like I was, but I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. So I guess I won't rate it because I didn't listen to the entire thing, but based off what I did here, I guess I'll say 8.5. So
yeah, you gotta give us your full complete review next week.
Well, the rest of the 3 songs were also. Let me just predict that the 3 songs that are left are probably gonna be
flames,
pretty good as well.
I'll check it out then. I'm not the biggest fan of Juice WRLD, but I was fully aware of his potential. That's the one thing I never took away, was that I knew he had potential.
Yeah, no doubt.
He just wasn't for me. Yeah.
Real quick, Terrace Martin, Robert Glasper, Ninth Wonder, and Kasami Washington. They put together a short project, Dinner Party, and I liked it. It was short. It's more or less how do I describe it? Clean up around the house music. But that's no. But listen, that's not a bad thing. Don't underestimate that. I'm saying that it's just, and there wasn't like it was artists rapping or singing on it. I think there's like maybe one or two songs where there was actually artists performing on it, like rapping wise, but it was just some dope music, man. And like I said, it's 6 songs, so it's not that much of a deep dive to get into. But I enjoyed it. I was listening to it in the car earlier today as I was out and about. And you know, Ninth Wonder and Terrace Martin in particular, I've been fans of theirs for the longest time. And I know Robert Glasper is super dope, and I mean all these dudes is dope, you know, for real. But that's it, man. I'm not gonna stay too long on that because, like I said, short project. It's very, very good. If you fuck with any of these cats, I'm pretty sure you'll like it. So,
what's your rating? Wait, can you rate it? It's not that long.
I mean, 6 songs. I mean,
okay, you don't gotta rate that.
Yeah,
it's 6 out of 6.
Fine, yeah, 6 out of 6.
Summer Walker's 5 out of 5.
There we go. She ain't miss.
Not one.
Not
one. Damn, we still got a lot of shit to talk about. It's an hour 40.
I'm finna breeze through this shit, bro. I'm finna breeze through this shit, bro.
Hey, man. The rest of this podcast, we sorry. For real, though.
You know in Fast and Furious how they do like the nitrous?
Yeah.
I'm finna.
Here we are. The moment everybody's been waiting for. What are you watching on TV? What are you watching? Or what have you watched?
I just watched this movie yesterday on Netflix. Pardon me. Called The Old Guard, starring Charlize Theron, and it's basically these 4 assassins who get hired to do a well, actually, I can't even really call them assassins, but more like, I guess you call them mercenaries if you want to call them that. But they are hired by this guy who's played by what's the dude's name? Chetwell Okafor. You seen Doctor Strange, the first movie?
Yeah.
He played Mordo. The guy who plays Mordo.
Was that a black dude?
Yeah, the black dude.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's in it. So they hired the group to do a job and rescue these kids. But they come to realize that they got set up. So they got set up and they get shot. So like the first 10 minutes of the movie. Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert. There will
this
be
nigga really just spoiled the movie.
Well, the beginning of the movie, they get shot, but you come to find out that they can heal themselves and they're essentially immortal. So
they're vampires?
They're not vampires, but they are immortal. So they get up and start murking them niggas back. And I was like, oh, so it's our turn now. And that's all I'll tell you about the movie. It's like Extraction Light. Extraction was way better, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Hey, if y'all want to watch it, all y'all niggas sharing Netflix, go watch it on your homie's Netflix.
There we go.
I'm watching Dark.
Tell us about Dark, good sir.
I would love to tell you about Dark, but honestly, I'm really lost right now, and I have no idea what's going on. But I will say this. So far, what it is about is it's about a cave that teleports you back in time by 33 years, specifically 33 years at 10 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock in the morning on each night, on each of those days. So it takes place within 3 time frames: 1954, 1980. Whoa, fuck! I lost my train of thought. 1987 and 2019. So it's a pretty crazy show, man. Like, honestly, you should really watch it. It's 3 seasons. I'm only on episode 5, but it's insane. It's very ambiguous. Every plot line matters. Every character matters. Everybody is connected. You find out how fucked up this town really is. Because it's a German show. By the way, let me say that. This is a German show that takes place in Winden, Germany.
So I gotta read it?
Yes. No. They dubbed it.
Oh, all right.
And honestly, the dubbing was. I normally have a problem with dubbing, but the dubbing was done really good.
All right.
It's done really well.
You almost lost me, Doc.
No. The dubbing's good. Trust me. I hate bad dubbing. Yeah. So, it's a really good show. I'm watching it now. Like I said, I'm only on episode 5, but man, It's a crazy show, and it just gets crazier as the stuff goes on, especially when it jumps between timelines, and you see every character as kids. You see their motives that led up to them as adults, and then you find out, and then there's like kids being kidnapped and killed, but the killer's like in the previous time. Look, man, it's an insane show. You need to watch it. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of subplots and everything. So and I'm one of those guys who like thinking during my stuff, and I like being immersed. So maybe that's why I like it. So
I can feel that.
That's just me. It's on Dark. There's 3 shows called Dark, 3 seasons, hour-long episodes. You check it out. It's on Netflix. That's my show recommend. And Godless. I'm pretty sure I talked about Godless already though.
Oh, you mentioned that too. I was gonna look that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just haven't.
Those are my 2 right now.
That's what's up.
And I'm still playing The Last of Us, so don't ask me about that.
Oh, I'll take your time, boss. Take your time, bro. So let's finish these other topics here. Zion, or Zion's stepfather. So it looks like there's allegations that Zion's stepfather accepted payment of $400,000 for young Zion to head to Duke. And basically, I don't know if it was a former employee of the agency or of the company that is spilling the beans, but it seems like they're trying to get a lot of money from the boy.
Ooh.
So I always have a huge problem with shit like this, because how far, in the event that this is found to be true, number one, Daddy, you should have asked for more. Don't ask me.
Hell yeah. What?
Number one.
Hey man, I would have robbed Duke.
Number one, I need. Listen,
that.
I need 2 commas for you come talk to me about my boy coming in.
Yeah, nah. For sure.
Y'all playing.
You know how much money Duke probably made off of Zion?
That's what I'm saying. They
440. You got me. You playing me right now.
They couldn't. Coach K couldn't wait to sign that check. He couldn't wait. He couldn't send that check fast enough.
I need $2 million at least.
400. That's all they want. $400K.
$400K, boy. Y'all got. Boy, they played them.
So, but beyond that, in the event that this is found to be true, Duke, we got to stop pretending like, which is another thing about these schools, man, about like, oh man, these prestigious schools, and they're not as prestigious as they would like to lead the people to believe. And they have to be in the mix somewhere regarding this payout. And if you think Duke don't know anything about this or don't have any involvement, you're an idiot.
All schools have something to do.
You feel what I'm saying? And so this is like in a different setting, how we talked about predators, right? And these
link it back
sports.
King.
Well, no, just these agencies and how they prey on these young people and they take advantage of them a lot of times through their parents, a lot of times through, just different social pressures and these young people who a lot of them come from poor upbringings, probably never even seen $1,000 in their face before.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting offered an exorbitant amount of money, which probably means that the school is probably making 10 times as much at least. So I think in a similar fashion to like how lawyers can be disbarred for from practicing law, these agencies or these sports management companies, they should, whatever license they have to have to become like a sports agent or whatever you want to call them, representation, they should have like a similar type of penalty, like a quote unquote death penalty. And the same should probably go for a school program, like an athletic director. That athletic director should not be allowed to to work at a university pretty much ever. But it's not going to go that far. It's going to end up with probably Zion and his people having to pay like a shit ton of money.
Yeah, y'all should ask for more money. This ain't worth 400K ain't worth the scandal.
Listen, man, that nigga busted. Once he well, actually that was before that, but once he busts out of his shoes, he should have been like, "Yo, I need another."
For sure.
Yo,
absolutely. Man, that was crazy watching his shoe explode.
Boy, Nike should have brick.
That shit. Nike be taking so much money. Imagine my face when I saw that. Yeah, that's I don't know. I'm pretty sure they ain't the first people to do this.
It isn't, but it just, you know, this is almost another incentive for young people, like the top recruits. Obviously, this is why the G League is more appealing.
Yep, because
you can get that off the top, and not even have to go through the rigmarole. So, I think the NBA is right on time.
The NBA is always on time.
You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Say what you want. Adam Silver be on it.
Hey, we get y'all.
That's a smart man right there.
Exactly. So these young, highly recruited talents can basically, there's an out in place. So the NCAA, I mean, they've already kind of folded, and now they're going to let players make money off their likeness. So
they might as well go ahead and start compensating.
Look, man, you're gonna have to do something. I don't see why make it an under the table thing and just be out. Hey, we're gonna be paying people. We're gonna be compensating.
Yeah.
And just be forthcoming with it and be on the up and up with it, and just use that as a recruiting tool. Use that as a way, because hell, like I said, in terms of basketball, the G League thing, they got you in the ropes. And so ain't too much more really I got to add to that. It's just,
hey man, pay these players so we can stop this shit. Zion parents, y'all fucked up. Y'all should have took more money.
Look, man.
Moral of the story:
know your worth.
Know your worth.
If they're offering, if they're offering 400,
ask for 8.
Ask for 8, exactly.
But so, unless your son is Zion Williamson, you ask for a couple mil at that point.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I really ain't got much to say about it. What's next in our sports lineup? Atlanta Dream versus Kelly Loeffler.
Yeah, so she's the part owner of the Dream and the Atlanta Dream, the WNBA basketball team. As players across both the WNBA and the NBA have been speaking out against social injustices, and while the NBA has moved forward towards things like painting Black Lives Matter on the courts, allowing players to have certain phrases on the back of their jerseys, so on and so forth. As it relates to the WNBA, the co-owner, and I think she's also a senator as well, has expressed her criticisms for BLM, Black Lives Matter, and is being pressed by some of her players and other individuals to sell her share of the team. She said, "No, I'm not going to do that." So, I guess I just brought it up to show you that, this is just fascinating that
people are just tone deaf,
or just this is what she gonna die. This is the hill she want to die on. This is the hill she want to.
The people are killing me. This is the easiest hill to get over. Like we're literally giving y'all handouts at this point.
I think sometimes too, if you look at it inverted, and from her lens, she sees BLM as an attack on America, and she is the crusader who's standing in the gap of American freedom and American and just again the other side of the coin. And it doesn't surprise me. I feel like she is actually doing what a lot of owners just don't have the guts to do.
She's speaking. She's
standing on her laurels.
Hey, look, I gotta give it to him. You stand on your morals, so I gotta give it to you.
So that's what she believes, and I'm not necessarily commending that, but I'm just, well, I guess I am from a standpoint if she's being honest. She's not, faking the funk and virtue signaling. She's saying, no, I'm not with it. I'm not for it. But I don't know where this leaves the dream players. I don't know if they're gonna be like, yo, either sell your shit or we not playing. I don't know if they're gonna go that route with it, but
at the same time, it's not the hill worth dying on.
Listen, man.
This is like the easy. This is like with Starbucks. When Starbucks condemned Black Lives Matters for their employees, it's like, come on. We gave you guys a wide open moneyball shot in the fourth quarter.
Some niggas can't hoop.
I don't get it. I don't understand what people's logic is.
Some niggas can't hoop, bro. Look, man, it's kind of like some of the pushback. Like there was a oh my God, I'm fucking this up. But somebody had mentioned something about the players in the NBA about some of the messages on their jersey, and I want to say it was someone in Congress actually was like, yo, what happens if oh my God, who was it? Adam Jaworski was like, yo, fuck you. I can't remember what it was, but Adam Woj from ESPN like responded to an email saying like basically fuck him. But he was basically saying like, yo, what if a player wants to put support the troops or Blue Lives Matter? Is he allowed to? Yeah, it's like that. That's what I'm saying. That's the shit they on. That's the type of shit that some of these people are on. And it's
support the troops.
Yeah,
nigga, all of America supports it. If you don't get out of here now.
No, listen. I'm agreeing with you.
Man, people are idiots.
Yeah,
man. People are idiots.
This is where we are a nation. We are anything less than the United States of America.
That's
so. That's it, man. I don't want to end on this note.
You're right, man. Let's end on a more positive note.
On a positive note.
So, if your ex started a business, do you support her or not?
Yeah.
What if you don't like her, but you like her business?
Business is business, man. I don't see why. Now, all right. How is this a positive note?
You're right. Have you ever went in a restaurant? Here's a better question. Have you ever went in a restaurant and left a bad Yelp review? Are you a Yelp review guy?
You got a funny way of like positive endings, but I'm gonna say this. It takes a lot for me to leave a negative review. I gotta like have just like a
god awful time.
Yeah, man, it's gotta be like just a deplorable. Like I just won't go there no more, and I'll maybe tell somebody, yo, this place is ass. But I can't even remember the last time I left a bad review. Maybe I should be that guy. Maybe I should turn into that.
You should become. You know what's funny? There are people who are actually famous off of Yelp reviews.
I don't leave reviews, but I don't leave reviews, but I always read reviews. For like if I want to go,
I read them all the time.
So I'm like, yo, like I should be amongst the people. Like
I think like popular Yelp reviewers get paid. Like I'm pretty sure they do. Maybe that's our calling outside of podcasting.
Yelp
reviewers. Hey, you know who be having some funny ass Yelp reviews? Vince Staples, bro.
Oh, he does Yelp?
He does Yelp reviews, and they're funny. They're really funny.
I would be confused because I wouldn't know if that would mean like I should go there or shouldn't, because I'd probably be laughing.
Vince Staples Yelp reviews are funny. I think. There you go. I just plugged everybody in. Hey, if y'all need something to read other than Twitter, look up Vince Staples Yelp. It's funny.
Oh, positive note. Tenet comes out next week.
Are they still open in theaters next week?
Oh, maybe not a positive note.
I thought they pushed it back. By like 2 weeks.
Oh, fuck. Well, guys, it's been a great episode. we appreciate you guys checking. I don't know, honestly.
Look, man, the Yelp review is a positive thing because nobody. Maybe it's not.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it's not.
Listen, man.
Shit, don't let Tenet come out next week. I'll be in that theater day one. Hey, day one.
I wear whatever they want. I'm finna be in that bitch.
I wear a mask. I wear the hazmat suit. I don't care. I will be there.
I'll be in that bitch in a bubble.
I don't care. I will be there.
Yeah, man.
I'm hoping. I thought I read that they're delaying the openings, but I could be wrong.
Well, I hope you're wrong, because
I hope I'm wrong too, because I miss the movie theater so much. You think people gonna flock? You know, I know we keep saying we're gonna end but me and someone went to go get ice cream, and there was a line for ice cream, but it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, damn, people really need something to do. People are missing the little things now, like for real. Ice cream. I've never seen a line for ice cream at 10 o'clock at night.
Different times, brother. We in a different time.
We're in the end game now.
We are. Hey, we are. Dr. Strange told you.
Hey, y'all knew what time it was last year.
Dr. Strange told you, G.
There was 3 million and whatever possibilities.
14 million.
There were 14 million possibilities.
And not one of them told me that I couldn't see Tenet because of the coronavirus. Man, fuck this nigga.
And all 14 million were bad. There's no ins and outs of this. Oh, shit. All right, I'm ready to end this. You ready?
Yeah.
Longest episode yet, guys.
Don't get used to it, because yeah.
This is actually pretty good. This is a cool episode. I fucked with it.
I do too, but these chairs are not comfortable.
Yeah, these chairs aren't built for this.
I think they're built for like an hour and a half.
If only we had some ad money.
Yeah.
Advertisers.
Yeah, good luck.
If you're hearing this, please hit us up.
You just send us some chairs that fucking are comfortable.
Hey, if you send us some chairs, we will shout you out. I promise.
All right, so we're gonna leave it there. Wow. All right, guys. Once again, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to episode 18. And if you are on social media, you can follow us on Instagram at thepencilpushersproject. If you go into our bio link, you can find us on all DSPs and all other social media platforms. You guys will be hearing this Monday, so you guys have a good week, have a prosperous week. Support black businesses. That's all I got, G. Anything you want to say before we?
Be safe. Don't be stupid. That's it.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's all I got for you.
All right, that's it. All right, so we out of here, guys. Peace.
See ya.